Let's face it, daily driving doesn't have to be soul-crushing. If your idea of a commute includes grinning through the gears and blasting down back roads on your lunch break, this one's for you. We've hunted down 10 affordable sports cars that are practical enough for your 9 to 5, but thrilling enough to make every drive feel like Saturday morning. This is Automotive, and here's your guide to fun, reliable, and seriously underrated daily sports cars you can still buy in 2025. Number 1. Chevrolet Camaro, 4th generation like Catfish. Let's dive right in with a true underdog turned legend, the 4th generation Chevrolet Camaro, fondly nicknamed the Catfish. Yes, the front end does look like it's been surprised by a flashlight, but don't let the funky face fool you. This machine bites. Halfway through its production life, Chevy decided to stop playing around and dropped in the now iconic LS 1V8 straight from the Corvette. That one move turned this quirky fish into a street predator. With over 300 horsepower pushing the rear wheels and a snappy manual transmission, it delivers raw, old-school muscle car energy with every stomp of the pedal. And here's the kicker. It shares a ton of parts with the Corvette, which means you get access to a deep pool of cheap and wildly effective mods. Want to bolt on more power? No problem. Want to swap the suspension? Go wild. As the world shifts toward quiet EVs and digital dashboards, the Catfish Camaro stands tall, loud, proud, and unfiltered. It's one of the last real American muscle bargains still swimming under the radar. But not for long. Snag one before collectors reel them all in. Number 2. Volkswagen GTI MK6. If you've ever wanted a car that behaves like a mature adult on weekdays and a rebellious teen on the weekends, the MK6 Volkswagen GTI is your spirit animal. This hot hatch is the ultimate multitasker. It's got the cargo space of a small SUV, the composure of a German sedan, and just enough turbocharged punch to keep your inner hooligan grinning from ear to ear. It's like showing up to a PTA meeting with a Red Bull in your hand. Civilized, but ready for mischief. The 6-speed manual is tight and precise, the steering is razor sharp, and the sport seats hug you like an old friend who knows all your bad decisions. And with just a little tuning magic, this pocket rocket can keep pace with cars way outside its weight class, all while hauling a week's worth of groceries and your gym bag. The MK6 GTI proves that you can have your cake, eat it, and still dust a few unsuspecting sports cars on the way home. Practicality never looked so playful. Number 3. Chevrolet Corvette C5. If Batman ever needed to run errands in the suburbs, he'd probably drive a C5 Corvette, because this thing feels like a superhero's cape disguised as a daily driver. Beneath its sculpted fiberglass shell beats the heart of an LSV8, a thundering, torque-rich beast that can rocket you from stoplight to bliss in seconds, and still return surprisingly decent MPG. It's like someone blended American muscle with a touch of refinement and said, go have fun, but be home by dinner. What makes the C5 truly special is its balance. It's ferociously fast, yet completely livable. The ride is comfortable, the trunk is shockingly spacious, and the reliability, far better than most would expect from a car that can outrun your neighbor's Porsche. Even today, it's one of the biggest performance bargains on the road. It's not just a fast car, and it's an experience. One that turns ordinary commutes into moments of pure joy, and milk runs into main character montages. Own one, and every day starts with a V8 soundtrack and ends with a smile. Number 4. Ford Mustang GT SN95. Let's rewind to the 90s. Baggy jeans were in, boy bands ruled the radio, and Ford was busy cooking up the SN95 Mustang GT. Often skipped over in favor of newer models, this generation is the muscle car world's best kept secret. For now, under the hood, you've got a 4.6-liter V8 that's more than happy to shake the pavement and possibly rattle your neighbor's windows. Its long, low stance and unmistakable rumble ooze old-school muscle charm, while its styling walks that perfect line between retro and rebellious. Sure, it's got a live rear axle, but don't count it out just yet. A few smart suspension upgrades, and suddenly it handles corners like it's got something to prove. And let's talk mods. The SN95 is a goldmine for aftermarket parts. Whether you're craving more horsepower, better handling, or just that aggressive look, this Mustang's got endless potential waiting to be unlocked. It's loud, proud, and unapologetically American, the kind of daily driver that reminds you why you fell in love with cars in the first place. Number 5. Pontiac Solstice, Saturn Skytime to shine a spotlight on two of America's most underrated roadsters, the Pontiac Solstice and Saturn Sky. They might have rolled in quietly during GM's final glory years, but these twins deserve a standing ovation. Imagine a Miata, but fed a steady diet of protein shakes and designed for drivers who actually have legs. The Solstice and Sky bring that same lightweight top-down fun, but with sharper lines, a wider stance, and enough muscle to make things very interesting, especially in their turbocharged trims which crank out 260 horsepower. In cars this light, that power feels like you're piloting a caffeinated go-kart with a license plate. The best part? These American drop tops don't force you to choose between comfort and excitement. The cabins are surprisingly spacious for a two-seater, the ride is smooth enough for daily duty, and the looks. Let's just say you'll turn heads at every red light. If you want a fun-loving roadster that doesn't sacrifice practicality or punch, the Solstice and Sky offer the perfect storm, all without breaking the bank. Number 6, Toyota GR86/Subaru BRZ/Scion FRS. Meet the holy trinity of modern budget performance. The Toyota GR86, Subaru BRZ, and Scion FRS. 3 badges, 1 mission. Bring back the joy of driving without needing a trust fund. These rear-wheel drive coupes aren't about chasing horsepower numbers. They're about feel, precision, that perfect dance between throttle and steering that makes even a grocery run feel like a lap around Tsukuba. With razor-sharp handling, low centers of gravity, and a chassis so communicative it might as well text you mid-corner. These cars are built to play. Want to drift on the weekends, daily during the week, track it, tune it, turn it into a wild JDM street machine? This platform says yes to all of it. And with one of the most passionate aftermarket communities out there, the possibilities are only limited by your imagination and maybe your bank account, but mostly imagination. Whether you're just starting your enthusiast journey or chasing that perfect driver's high, this trio isn't just calling your name, it's shouting it sideways through a hairpin. Number 7, BMW Z3. Looking for European flair without that European wallet pain? Say hello to the BMW Z3, the gentleman's roadster that still knows how to party. With its naturally aspirated inline 6 up front and power sent to the rear, the Z3 delivers that pure, unfiltered driving feel, the kind that makes you look for the long way home. It's got the proportions of a classic, long hood, short deck, 2 seats, and absolutely zero interest in practicality. When the top is down and the road ahead twists like a pretzel, this car transforms from budget buy to Bavarian ballet dancer. Compared to a Miata, it's more mature. Compared to a hot hatch, it's more romantic. It's the kind of car that doesn't just take you places, it gives you stories to tell. Now let's address the one mechanical heartbreak, the cooling system. Yep, it's made of plastic. Yes, it will probably crack, but fix that early and the Z3 becomes a reliable, timeless companion that makes every drive feel like a European vacation, even if you're just headed to Taco Bell. Number 8, Dodge Challenger. Craving muscle but still need to haul kids, groceries, or your dignity? The Dodge Challenger might just be your spirit animal. This modern day bruiser wraps old school charm in new school comfort. With its wide stance, retro lines, and unmistakable presence, the Challenger doesn't just show up, it rumbles in like it owns the parking lot. Even the base V6 has enough muscle to keep your daily commute interesting, while the V8, that's a full-blown attitude problem on 4 wheels. The kind that leaves tire marks on your soul and your driveway. What sets it apart? Space. This is one of the few cars where you can throw a car seat in the back, fit real adults inside, and still feel like you're driving a street-legal burnout machine. It's equal parts family sedan and Saturday night drag racer. If you like your daily drive with a side of heck yeah, the Challenger makes every grocery run feel like a chase scene. Number 9, Nissan 350Z. Think of the Nissan 350Z as the comeback kid of the sports car world. Bold, brash, and ready to shred tires and expectations alike. Under the hood lives a snarling 3.5-liter V6 that throws down over 300 horsepower to the rear wheels. Pair that with a perfectly balanced chassis and one of the crispest 6-speed manuals in the game, and you've got a car that feels just as happy carving corners as it does cruising down the highway. It's raw and unapologetic, like a garage band that made it big but never sold out. Design-wise, the 350Z has aged like fine sake, muscular, low slung, and instantly recognizable. It's a car that announces its presence with a growl and leaves with a grin. And if you're the kind who enjoys a little extra refinement with your rebellion, meet the Infiniti G35. Same potent powertrain, but wrapped in luxury leather and quieter confidence. Either way, you're winning. Number 10, honorable mentions. Now, we couldn't let this list end without tipping our hats to a few hidden gems, the ones waiting in the wings, quietly flexing their potential. First up, the Acura RSX, a high-revving front-wheel drive coupe that's practically allergic to breaking down. It's like that overachieving friend who shows up early, never complains, and still manages to have fun. Then there's the Lexus IS and SC, calm, composed, and more agile than you'd expect. They're the equivalent of wearing a tailored suit with racing shoes underneath. Smooth, stylish, and secretly sporty. Next on deck, the Audi TT, quirky? Yes. Underrated? Absolutely. With turbo power and all-wheel drive, this compact coupe brings Euro charm and snow day confidence in one sleek package. And finally, the BMW 1 Series. It's a bit of a unicorn. Rear-wheel drive, nimble handling, and BMW dynamics in a tighter, more affordable package. Think of it as a younger sibling with the same DNA but fewer bad decisions. Bottom line, if you spot any of these in solid condition and within budget, don't hesitate. In today's market, the right car at the right price is gone faster than you can say deal. So there you have it. 10 affordable sports cars you can drive to work, the track, or just to clear your head on an empty road. Which one would you choose as your daily thrill ride? Drop your picks in the comments. If you found this list helpful, hit that like, subscribe, and turn on notifications. We've got more dream car content dropping every week. This is Automotive, and until next time, don't just drive, enjoy the ride.